It's been a while. Um, so guys, I am still on the topic of okay. Let me put my wine glass here and put my microphone here. So I'm still on the topic of black cat energy. I have to consider the series. I've been a bit occupied with creating videos recently, so I haven't been coming on live, but I'm still on it. And on today's topic, I'm continuing on not being the nice girl. Not being the nice girl, okay? Which is very important because most women try to play the good girl, the girl who doesn't want to cause any troubles in the relationship, the girl who wants to make sure everything is fine, no chaos, blah, 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 blah. You get walked over. Nice girls finish last, okay? Don't be the girl who pushes down her authenticity just because you want to please the man you're in a relationship with. No. Every man, no matter how much you think he's so masculine or he's so nonchalant or blah, 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 they want a woman with a backbone. Backbone matters a lot. Don't be in a relationship with a man with no backbone. He's going to walk all over you, okay? It happens. Some women are like, they try not to create boundaries. They try not to, push down their standard because they don't want to offend the man. Please. Have boundaries. Okay. Have boundaries. Forget about how he feels or whatever. Like, that shouldn't be a problem. That should be your least concern, how he will feel if you put up a boundary. Oh, my microphone is off. Well, I don't think it was off. Stand up. Fernando. No, I'm not going to stand up. So you should put up a boundary if you want that man to respect you long term. If you want that relationship to end up something good, you should learn how to have a backbone, have boundaries. Learn to say the word no, like the way I said to Fernando when he told me to stand up, because I'm not doing this for a show. I'm not here to stand up. Okay? I'm here to teach something. So it's either you are in to learn or no. So make sure you have a backbone. When he says something and you don't agree with it, don't be afraid to tell him no. Don't be afraid to be like, no, I don't want to do that. And be okay with that. If that means you walking away from him and that's going to save your own self-respect and reputation, do it. Because one thing the black cat wouldn't do is stand there and get mistreated by a man or being walked all over. You lost. You don't do that, okay? You have to be able to stand up for yourself in any situation because men will test you. They will test to see if you have boundaries. They'll test to see if what you talk about is real. Because some women will come in talking a lot. I don't do this. I don't do that. And then when he pushes you a little bit, you end up folding. Men will test that. They will test to see if you stand on business. So you have to stand on business. You always have to stand on business. Oh, look at the sun. I'm glowing. You always have to stand on business. When you say something, when you say you're going to do something, make sure you do it. That is how you're going to get respected. So the nice girl is the type of girl who would kind of like be very soft, ignore her masculine energy, ignore red flags, say yes to everything. Even if the dates that she's going with the man, she can tell the man isn't treating her right on the date. She'll still sit there and wait. Even if the man is not treating her good, she'll still like be accepting of everything because she's afraid to be like no. Okay, that's what nice girls do. They will accept things because they're afraid to be the bad person. They're afraid to be called a bitch. Let me put it that way. They're afraid to be called bitch. So they'll rather be a doormat. than to be called BITCH. Hello, Isabel. I have a lot of Spanish people here. Hey, Caesar. Oh my gosh. How painful that I'm not speaking Spanish. How painful that I'm not speaking Spanish. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my live. I have this episode going on of the Black Cat energy and how women should have a backbone. And so I'm talking about setting clear boundaries and not being the nice girl, which is very, very important. I feel like women lack that. They go into relationships when the moment they fall in love, they forget what they are supposed to do. They forget that before the man came, they were okay. They were living their life. They had all of this going on for them, and they don't need to be a people pleaser to make that man stay. That's what I'm talking about. Soy nueva. ¿Sabes hablar español? Sí. Yo sé hablar español. ¿De dónde eres, Isabel? So on we go. De Venezuela. Wow, Venezuela. Qué bien. ¿Y tú? De Barcelona, en España. Eres muy bonita, gracias. She's so cute. Gracias, Isabela. Today we have the weather is very, very calm. It's between warm and cold because we're in the springtime. Y eres española? No, no soy española. No. Soy de África. So exactly my point. Make sure, even if that's going to end up you being called a BITCH, I think you rather that than being called a nice girl. Being called a girl he doesn't respect. Because once a man notices he can disrespect you, he will go far. He would do it. He would do it in front of you. I remember this girl who, it's a story, right? He's dating this guy. And the guy is cheating on her. Up to now, the guy is. She should have stood up from the beginning when it started. Now she's trying to change the guy to stop cheating after he has been cheating on her for 2 years. Miguel said, Muslemanas. No soy Muslimana. No. So what happened was, she said in the beginning when she was dating the guy, she saw text messages that the guy was cheating on her with someone else. But she's like, I'm the main chick, so I don't care. And she ignored it. The man found out that she found out. And she refused to say anything. She didn't say anything. She was just quiet. Because she was afraid to piss the man off if she brings it up. She was thinking, if I bring this up, he might get pissed. Una pregunta, ¿por qué no hablas español? ¿Por qué no hablas español? Porque quiero que mi video sea más internacional. Que escucha a todo el mundo, ¿sabes? Y yo sé que hay gente que no habla español, pero hay más gente, mucha más gente que habla inglés. ¿Me entiendes? Did I mute? Ok, eres muy inteligente. Gracias. So like I was saying. Gracias, Isabela. Muy amable. So like I was saying. She refused to address it. She refused to talk about it from the onset when it began. This is an example I'm giving you guys. She refused to talk about it from the onset that, hey, babes, I saw you texting this girl. What do you mean by you have a girlfriend but you still want to be with her? Because that was the message she read. Casi no te entiendo porque no sé hablar inglés. ¡Qué mal! Bueno, yo estoy hablando con como la carácter de una gata negra o un gato negro, su carácter, y que las mujeres lo adaptan un poquito porque ayudan, es como la femenina, ¿cómo se llama? Ah, femenina divina, no sé qué, no sé si está bien, dice, como la femenina más oscura, ¿sabes? Que tiene el mismo carácter. Ah, yeah, okay. Okay, I think she understood it. Said I'm going on a Spanish class. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Tengo 28. So she should have addressed this issue from the get-go that, hey, babes, this is what is going on and I noticed. I'm not fine with that. I'm not okay with that. Eres joven. Sí, ¿cuántos años tienes, Isabel? I'm not okay with that. Because you read a text from your man that I have a girlfriend, but I don't mind you be my side girl. You read the message and you said nothing. And the guy saw you read the message and you said nothing. Okay, of course he's going to think you're so naive and gullible and you're afraid to lose him. That's what a man will think. A man will think you not being able to check him when he says something or when he does something which is offensive to you or which is breaking your boundaries and you're not able to say anything. It means you're afraid to lose him. That's how they interpret it. Me encanta tu color de piel. Gracias. Tengo 27. Ay, igual. Somos igual. So he might think, oh, she's gullible. Like, what more can I do? What more can I get away with? You know, that's what the man will be thinking. If she saw this text, if she saw this stuff and she's not able to say anything, what more can I get away with? Okay, she'll start planning on more stuffs to hurt you or to do. So if he's able to get away with cheating, he will definitely lie to you. And do you know what happened after that? Now he started cheating in front of her. He made her see him cheat. Like, I don't know how to say it. He cheated and didn't try to hide it from her. And now that she's seeing it, she's trying to do what she should have done from the beginning. Make him not do it because now it's disgraceful. Girl, you saw it from the beginning. Tengo hijo. Uf. Yo no tengo hijos. Pero me gustaría tener un hijo, una hija. No sé. So now that it has gone past the disrespect, you're trying to change him. It's done. So this girl called me and she's like, this and this and this was happening. What should she do? And I was like, how long have you been dating a guy? And she told me they've been dating for like 2 years. And the first year was when he did that. And she ignored him. And it's escalated to something even worse now, where the girl was able to call him in front of her. And he picks up the side piece. The side piece is able to call him whilst he's with her. And he leaves her to go see her. To go see the side piece. I'm like, you know, what is wrong with our generation? We are so obsessed with who is the main chick and who is not the main chick. Like, if a guy is doing all of this, you should leave. That's the first thing that would come to my mind. Like, oh, he doesn't like me anymore. I should leave. That's me personally. Yo tampoco, pero tampoco quiero tener. Ah, ¿no quieres? Yo quiero. You know, the first thing that will come in my mind is, oh, I have to leave. If you are able to talk to another girl and pick up her coin in front of me, then it's over. I don't know. Then it's over. En 9. What's that? Then it's over. But she stayed. She still stayed. And now she's asking me what to do. And I told her, get a new man. I don't know. If it happens like that, just get a new man. You can't do anything about a man who has decided to cheat on you. You can't do anything about it. It's over. Like, get a new one and move on. Because now there is no respect. He doesn't respect her anymore. There is no respect for what they have. It's no more like something sacred or something is, it's like, you let me do whatever I want. That's how I think the man feels like, you let me do whatever I want. Why should I bother, Me enseñas inglés? Sí, por favor. Vale. Te enseño. It's like, you let me get away with everything. You let me cheat on you. You let me lie to you. And you know I'm doing that to you, but you still accept that. Of course he's not going to value you. Of course. Regina, hi. Hi. Welcome to my live. Of course he's going to disrespect you. Of course he's not going to care what you do or what you don't do. He's not. Because if he's able to do that in front of you, pick up the girl's call in front of you, that is to tell you he's not afraid to lose you. And he knows you are afraid to lose him. So he's going to play in your face. And I told her, you know what, get a new man. The only way is to get a new man. It's over. Ahorita vengo, vale guapa. That's it. She didn't listen to me. She still went ahead. And the funny thing that happened, it got to a point where the guy sat her down and sat the side chick down. And he told them, I have to choose one because I love both of you. Why would you even let it get to that point where a man has to sit you down and sit the other girl, the side chick down, to point which one he wants? Like, he is not the prize. You are. You girls are. You girls are. Now you've lowered the standard. You've lowered your price to the floor. Yep. And I was like, so you sat there and waited for that moment. And she was like, yeah, and he chose me. And I'm like, don't talk like he chose me like it's a good thing. That's not something to be proud of. That's what I'm telling you, girls. Stop being nice. Stop being nice to these men. Like, men are the most... Looking at my father, like the men in my family, like my dad, my brothers, my cousins, men are so selfish when it comes to what they want. They don't care. He could be dating you today. His dream girl, the girl he always loved, will come in today and he will dump you and marry her in the next 3 months. My cousin did it to his girlfriend. He was dating his girlfriend from high school. They dated from high school until they finished university and they were working. Never married the girl. Met someone else. ¿Sabes hablar Portuguese? No. Met someone else in a short period after they broke up. And introduced that girl to our family and is about to marry her. Well, she has been with this girl for like 10 years plus. Never put a ring on it. Because that girl was so gullible. I saw her and I'll be like, girl, like my cousin was cheating on her back to back. And she said nothing. But with this one, this new girl, I think that's his dream girl. So he doesn't even dare try. So with me, my dad, my cousins, my brothers, they've taught me a lot of lessons when it comes to men. Just watching them and the way they move with women, the way they treat women, the ones they love and the ones they don't love. And even why they love the ones they love. You have to be savage sometimes. Tengo mi celular en 23. No entiendo. You have to be cutthroat. You don't have to be nice to them. Because men, when they don't like you, they're not nice to you. Unless they want something from you. Which we all know what that thing is. They're not nice to women unless they want something from them. If they don't want something from you, they're not nice to you. They don't even come up to talk to you. So when they come to you and you act like you don't have a backbone, you act like, oh, I'm not going to rock the boat because I don't want him to go. You have to risk it all if you want a man. If you want a man, you have to risk it. You have to risk losing him. That's the only way you have one. Risk losing him. Try it. It works. Pero quiero seguir escuchando. Aprender. Sí, puedes cargarlo mientras escuchando también. When I was young, I mean, we've all been through that stage in our life where we are like afraid to lose our boyfriend. Afraid that he's going to walk away. when I grew up and I actually learned the lesson of not being nice for nice sake, and I was willing to risk it all, that was when I realized, oh, it's true, you have to risk it to have one. That's how they are. Okay, Isabella. You have to risk it sometimes. I see a lot of women out here letting the fear of losing a man control them so much. It's like how? And those people end up begging for their attention. Like you look so thirsty, begging for their attention because you're afraid to lose him. You look so thirsty. You look so like somebody can just manipulate, and that's not a challenge to him. At least they want something that would challenge them. That's what men go for. If they see a woman who is easy to get and the one who challenges them, most men will go for the woman who challenges them. We don't know why. I think that's something we have to ask them, why they go for the ones who challenge them instead of the ones that look easy to get. Like, if you look easy to get, men will be like, okay, I can do that later because you're easy to get. So why should I bother? Like, wasted energy. He rather condense all his energy and put into the one who looks like they don't give a fuck about them. Ooh, is it okay to say that? And go for the one who looks like they don't give an F about them. Okay? That's what they're going to go for. The girl who is happy by herself, who looks like she will check you if you try to play games in her face. The one who is very confident and doesn't want to be any of his options. Okay? They'll go for the one who is very confident and doesn't look like he wants his attention. And she looks like she has the options. The one who doesn't try to close the relationship or try to chase him. They'll go for the one who is mysterious. Okay, I have it here. They'll go for the one who is very unbothered and just happy with her life. Who looks like she doesn't need him to complete her. They will go for that. But you, the one being here, being like, trying to show all your cards, trying to be more affectionate, less mysterious, and tell him everything that happened, trying to close the relationship, trying to, be less confident, so you'll be one of his options, you finish last. I promise you, he won't take you anywhere. Don't even call him your boyfriend because te amo, eres muy inteligente, gracias. ¿Cada cuánto haces en vivos? Depende, a veces 2 veces en la semana o una vez. Depende, cariño. Pero si me sigues cuando hago live, como sale la notificación que estoy haciendo live. Ooh, my Spanish is here. When I was younger, I had always wanted to learn Spanish because my dad, when I was in Africa, my dad would bring movies and they had Spanish audio and subtitles, and I'll be like, listen, I didn't hear a word. I didn't understand anything, but the mere fact that it was different, I was like, damn. And I'd just be trying to imitate them, like, I wish, contemporary, I wish. My cousins and I would just be making fun of the language, and now look at me. The fact that I could say it without even thinking, it just comes off my head. But one thing I don't like is the Spanish men, bro. Like, the Spanish men, I'm not really a fan of them. I mean, they're very good people, but it's just the vibe. They have this mentality that me and them, the mentality is way different, it's way different. They have a mentality that, how would I say, it doesn't really match with where I came from, like the way I was raised and the way Spanish men think. There is a contradiction there. So, I mean, I've seen a couple of them, but we didn't really date like in a serious something. But I have friends and I've gone out with guys who are Spanish guys, and it was good. They are good people. They're very good people. But let's see, maybe I'll meet someone who's better or whose mindset is a bit different, like a kind of like a black sheep who's like me, who's a bit like me. but mostly I go with the other European guys, like the British or the the Germans. Yeah, mostly it's the Dutch, the English guys, the Swedish, the Switzerland, people. They are more, and then also African guys. So yeah. So set your clear boundaries from the beginning. So what does boundaries look like? Boundaries look like the things you would accept and would not accept. Simple as that. What are the things you won't accept? What are the things which is non-negotiable? Like this one, you won't break it. Okay, I have mine. After 8 o'clock, I don't talk to my male friends on phone. I don't care. Even if he's trying to get me, even if we're in the talking stage, you have the whole day from morning to afternoon to talk to me. I'm not a booty call. Because I don't want to be anyone's booty call, I don't pick up calls after 8. I'm not nice, and I'll tell you straight, when you call me after 8, because some of them try, some men will try and see if you're about that. So I'm talking to this guy, like now, I'm on talking to him, and I told him from the beginning, because he tried to call me around 10 p.m., and I was like, I don't pick up calls after 8. So if you're going to call me, you have to do it during the day. He said, okay, so he calls me during the day. And once in a while, he'll kind of like slip. And I'm like, I won't pick up, I won't reply to the text. And the next day I'll tell him, I told you I don't pick up calls after 8. He's like, but why though? And I'm like, because you are not my family member, neither are you a close friend. You haven't earned that privilege yet. And he's like, wow, I love that. I'm like, of course you do. Because the moment you start picking up calls at that time, the conversation, why I personally don't pick up men's call at late night is because the conversation in the evening, when everybody's like chilled and relaxed and in bed, it sounds too intimate. Maybe you are not in that stage with that person yet. But men will take it there because it's late in the night. Men will take it there. They will try and make it more intimate, like, oh, you're in bed, have you taken your shower? Try and throw some flirtatious stuffs there. What pants are you wearing? Or like, why are you wearing in bed? I don't want to know. I don't want you to know, and I don't want you to ask me. So I don't even talk to them after 8. I don't talk to men after 8. I don't care. Unless it's my dad, my brother, my mother, unless it's a family member who I know is going to be like, we'll talk about family. But just a random man that I'm talking to, if you call me after 8, when I'm in my bed, I'm not going to, because at that time I sound very, about to sleep. Men will take advantage of that and try to be nasty with you, like have nasty talks with you. And I don't want to get to that, but I want him to end being my man. After that, we can take it to talking late at night. Okay? And another thing which I consider as a boundary is not like getting to meet each other instead of talking on the phone for hours. It's either we are calling to make the plans and not just staying on the phone every day to talk about what. So if you don't know what boundary is, this is some of the stuff that you can pick from. I feel like the calls should be for planning the dates. You make the calls to plan the date. If you stay on the phone too long with men talking about your whole life, he would not get the need to meet you in person and do the date with you. He's not going to treat you special because he knows everything about you. What are you guys going to talk on the date? What else? What is left? You're not mysterious anymore. I don't even tell them my routine. No man I'm talking to knows my routine unless I'm dating him. That's how much I hold it to a high self-esteem. You ask me, oh, how was your day? Good. What did you do today? Couple of stuffs. I ate, I did my stuff, I had a routine. I'm not going to details. I don't care. I'm not going to details because you haven't ended that. You haven't ended that yet. I make them end it. I make them end the right to know my routine. You have to, if you want to get intimate, then commit. That is me. If you want to know me intimately, you have to commit. You can't be a friend and know me intimately. And that also goes on to say, don't be friends with benefit with men. Don't do that. It's not classy. Like, Put them where they are. If he's a friend, treat him like one. Treat him like one. Because I don't think men will make friends with an ugly girl. If you are pretty and men are trying to be your friend, I know they want to eat that cookie. He's in for the cookie. He's in to taste it. He's lurking around to see if you get a chance to slide in. So if you take him as a friend and you tell him everything that you do and give him the roadmap, that is a disaster. Treat them as friends. Simple. Don't let them go past anything. Don't give them the coochie. If he's your friend, don't give it to him. He won't date you. He won't. It would just be a situationship. Who wants to be in a situationship? I feel like those situationships are for 2020. It's over. This year forward, everybody's looking for money and peace of mind. We all want money and peace of mind. Who wants? It's been a while since I heard of friends with benefit. Everybody's looking for money or going to school, trying to get their life together. Waste of time. I don't know if all of you speak English because no one is saying anything. So since we know how to have clear boundaries and stand up for ourselves, have backbone and say no, you are still on the path, or you are on the right path on taking on the character of a black cat. And I've already done previous video. You can check out my videos on my live section. If you go to my live section, I have 4 videos, and I started from being confident and not closing a relationship, being mysterious, all of that. So this is another episode I'm doing about having boundaries and having backbone and not letting men walk all over you, because they will. If you give them the chance, men don't care. They could love you, and if you don't respect yourself, they will treat you as bad as they treat a girl who is not beautiful. That is, they don't care. If you're beautiful and you have no backbone, you go through the same treatment they give to an ugly girl. Okay? But even if you're not beautiful, but you have a strong boundary and backbone, they're going to respect you a lot. Even if you don't get the love, you get the respect. And probably eventually get the love. Because there is nothing, I don't believe there's anything like an ugly woman. But they say men are the visual ones, so they know what they want. I feel like every woman is for a certain type of man. So if someone is not beautiful, doesn't mean they're not beautiful. You know? So I don't know. I'll come back again probably tomorrow to talk about the next episode of it. And I don't know, are you guys all from South America or North America? Or from Spain? Because no questions was asked. I don't know if you guys understand English. If you guys have questions. If you guys don't have questions, then that is it. So I'm going over from the last one, which is don't close the relationship. Don't try to close the relationship with him. If he wants his space, give it to him. If he wants to stay away from you, he wants to be with his friends, if you guys are having an argument and things are not going to work, don't be the one to close the relationship. Unless you did something really, really upsetting. But don't be the one don't chase after him trying to, show all your cards and be so nervous and make all these mistakes, okay? Stay mysterious. Mystery. We all love mysterious people. We all love people we don't know a lot about. Because we want to know. Human beings don't like mystery for the most part. We want to know what is hidden. That's why we search for dark stuff. That's why people do magic and spiritual stuff. They go deep into it because it's so mysterious that it draws people in. Okay, we don't for the most part we don't like mysterious stuff. So when something is mysterious, it looks interesting. People are curious. People want to know. So stay mysterious. And be confident. So what are some of the traits of confident women? Like not being one of his options, not being one of his booty calls. Saying what you say, saying what you mean and mean what you say. Be confident. Walk in the room like you own it. Know who you are and be unapologetic about it. Be authentic. That is being confident. Being authentically yourself. Not settling down for anything that you don't want. You have a standard and be like, yeah, this is it. Okay? Don't be one of his options. Don't be one of his girls that he calls when he wants to. Don't be one of his girls he calls just to smell that coochie, okay? If anything, play the reverse. Let him be one of your options. Don't chase. Don't. Ekis. Don't chase. That is a no-no. You don't do that. Nowhere in nature, nowhere in animals' kingdom have we seen the female after the male. Unless it's a fight. And you don't want to do that. We are the highest intelligent form of species in nature. And we're actually messing it up. Don't. Stay to yourself, because when you chase a man, you wouldn't know if he loves you or not. You wouldn't know, because when you chase him, men won't tell you they don't love you, because hey, it's free, right? You're bringing it free. He's going to eat it until he's satisfied, and he's going to kick you to the curb, or he's going to tell you, I never really came for you, so it wasn't really. He's not going to claim you. Let's say he's not going to claim you. So don't chase. So you will know if he loves you or not. When you let him come, you will know his true intentions. And the next one I did was stay onboarded. Stay absolutely onboarded. Be your happy self. Do what you want. Do your hobbies. Focus on your school. Do everything. Like, put yourself first. That's you staying onboarded. Is not caring what people think or what men think. Put yourself first. Oh, men don't want women. Like, who cares? Be onboarded. Do you. Do your things on your own time. And be happy. Happy women are beautiful. Stay happy. And today what I talked about was don't beg for don't be the nice girl. Have boundaries and stick to them. Even if that means you're being called names like a bitch, which I don't see anything wrong with those women. At least they don't get run over by men. Okay, at least they are being respected. Be wary when confidence turns into arrogance. That one too, of course, be wary. There is a difference between confidence and arrogance. Okay, arrogance is being overconfident. When you're being overconfident, then you're being arrogant. So just stay in the thin line. Just stay in the middle. Thank you for that, Nikolai. Where are you from, Nikolai? So yeah, have your own boundaries. It doesn't matter if he understands or if he likes it or not. Boundaries is there to protect you, to protect yourself, not for someone else. It's to protect, like just like the way every country has a boundary, and before you enter, you have to provide the necessary document or the thing required to enter. That's how you're supposed to be. What does a man need to provide or show you from the beginning to be able to enter into your life? Someone will say they have to marry them first. A lot of people will say different things. So what is yours? What is your boundary? What is something that is non-negotiable? Find that. I also said my own examples in the live. Okay, but that's just like 2 examples I gave. I have more of that. And with that, you're going to get everything you want, especially the respect that you deserve. Okay, guys. So for all of you who participated, thank you very much. Hi, Ariana Valencia. I'm sure Ariana is from Valencia. Hi, Ariana. Where are you talking from? Or where are you chatting from? Oh. Philippe. Oh, wow. Welcome to my live. So nice to have you here. I've talked a lot about the energy of the black cat, so I'll put the video when I go off the live. I'll put the video there so you guys can rewatch it if you want, okay? I love the fact that like English people come here because all I get is Spanish people. Philippines. I know these women who are from Philippines. They do my nails for me. They're so sweet. So do you guys have any questions, or if you want to introduce yourself? Also, you can check out my videos and some of my live that I did on the Black Card, the previous episodes. Okay, guys. So I'll see you guys in the next live, and also I'll post tonight. I post every day on my YouTube. I post every day. So if you love my content, you should check them out. And I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye.